All right, we really finna start now. Come on. This was a dumbass trade.
No, it wasn't.
There aren't
There
many
wasn't?
things that can stop the entire NBA world in its tracks at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. Did someone score 100 points? Did LeBron hastily retire in the middle of the season? What, did Michael Jordan come back out of retirement? What could possibly get everyone riled up out of nowhere? Oh my God. We all said in unison.
Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris, and they got Max Christie.
As news broke that the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured this was just some big elaborate hack job, and I was waiting for follow-up tweets saying, false alarm, the Mavericks actually aren't brain dead. I can't believe you guys fell for it. But within minutes, it was clear that this trade was unfortunately very real, and the Mavericks are in fact out of their minds. The same player who Mark Cuban said he would rather leave his wife before giving up, the same player who was responsible.
If you look at the finals, the reason the Mavericks lost is because Luka don't hold no defense and Kyrie was off. Them the main two reasons they lost. Luka don't play no fucking defense. He can hit 30 points and won't stop
What did
nothing.
he score in the finals? Was he dropping like 30 and 40 a game?
No. And Kyrie was off too, especially them 2 games in Boston. So, you know, I feel like, and if you look at it too,
But it's a lot of pressure on him. Luka was before Kyrie got there, he was the only fucking thing on the Mavericks. Like they didn't get that nigga no help until literally like.
but he didn't do himself any favors by not being in condition, not being in better shape. You know what I'm
What
saying?
did that matter? That nigga averages 30 like a triple double. I don't get why the fuck they.
So
make it
imagine
that, like,
how much
matter.
better he would be if he was in shape and actually, you know, committed to being, you know, taking care of his body and
You think
eating
that's
right.
really his fault, or you think that's like
He's a pro. Who else's fault is it?
the trainers or some shit?
No, but do we hire a trainer? Do you have a workout regimen? When you're
he
making
like
that kind of money, you
with-
should have a trainer, a masseuse, a dietitian, a chef.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That's true.
A personal, not even a team
For a
shit.
third of the organization's finals appearances, the same player who by the grace of God miraculously fell into their lap 7 years ago is now gone. And after looking at the reported details of this exchange, how it went down and who was involved, this is, without exaggeration, the most shocking trade in NBA history.
I don't think it's so shocking.
It's
Today's video is sponsored
Nah,
by
it's
DraftKings.
definitely shocking.
Super Bowl 59
It's
is right around the
super-
corners too. And yes, a certain
was very
DraftKings
fucking,
on your
random.
stake cash roller.
You know,
Bet just
I never thought they was
$5
gonna
on
trade
any
Luka.
high roller.
Like,
Only
I thought
at
that nigga was
DraftKings
gonna-
Sportsbook. You
So this
trade
is my
by now
thing.
the reality.
I thought AD. You remember when AD got traded from New Orleans? They was like, oh, the Lakers got a bad deal. He's just gonna be injury prone. Da 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 da. Ingram been injury prone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been the opposite. He won a championship with him.
I mean, both sides. He gonna be injury prone, but so has AD.
I say the Lakers definitely got the better end of that.
Yeah, they
deal.
won a championship.
My point exactly, and I think that's gonna come out this way too.
Do you think they'll win with Luka?
I mean, LeBron and Luka.
I think they'll win.
I don't know if Luka
They
gotta have
also
the ball.
said-
LeBron gotta have the ball. Can Luka play off the ball, or LeBron gonna play off the ball? Who gonna play off the ball?
They gonna be able to complement each other. They have like similar play styles almost. Like
I guess.
oh,
So
no.
what? Luka gonna run point?
Yeah.
LeBron ain't a shooter like that. LeBron need to run point or something. I don't know.
Luka will probably run point. LeBron, I don't know. LeBron don't seem like he need the ball in his hand like that. Like LeBron seem like he can bounce off.
So
of
LeBron
Luka
gonna
and
be the
shit.
facilitator.
LeBron's the facilitator. LeBron does everything. Like the nigga does everything. He don't need the ball in his hand. To,
I just
If
don't
the
see him doing
situation
that.
should be setting in, it has not. A trade so insane that fans are now theorizing if the league did it for the sake of ratings. Imagine concocting a deal so heinous that your fans literally think you're doing it for clout. That is how crazy this trade is.
Yeah, they
and there's
don't
about
have
a
no
dozen
defense,
reasons why
though.
this is
Who?
legitimately
The
the,
Lakers.
most shocking
No.
deal we
At
have ever seen.
And that's why
According to
the Mavs
multiple
made the
sources,
trade.
none of the
Defense wins
players
championship.
even knew this trade was happening. Not Luka, not Anthony Davis, not even the
But
Lakers GM.
you know what-
You know bench. They got good role players.
You know why the Mavericks ain't gonna be good? Cause Kyrie is not like he can't carry a team by himself. Like he can't be the man of a team. Like I feel like what happened when he went to the Celtics when he cried to leave LeBron, then he fucking went to Boston.
He should have stayed in Boston and won.
Didn't do shit in Boston, but cried his way out of Boston. Went to go be KD wingman. That didn't work out.
James, as
now
some
he's gonna have to
sources
run
put it, this deal materialized in the shadows. In the shadows? What is this? The Illuminati? What do you mean in the shadows? And turns out this was the cleanest way this deal could have gone down. Because the next component that makes this truly the craziest trade to ever happen, Luka never requested a trade. He's been in Dallas his entire career, and outside of a few rumors, nothing suggested he wouldn't be a lifer in that organization. There wasn't any buildup.
That's crazy.
There wasn't any reports of a disgruntled Luka making demands.
That's another thing. It was smart on the Mavs to get rid of him before they had to take
number 3. The Mavs just traded away a top 3 asset in the NBA.
They said that he's not even eligible to do that for the Lakers, though. Like,
no, he lost out on the money because he wasn't with that team.
He had to stay with the Mavericks?
Yeah, he had to be with your team to get a Superman.
Without even shopping it. No bidding wars, no asking around and assessing other offers. They just made the call to the Lakers and accepted the deal. Can you imagine the haul Dallas would have got if they actually shopped Luka around the league for a couple of months? Oh, you want to give us Luka? Here is our entire franchise. The players, the coaches, the building, the staff. My firstborn child. Take it all. Thanks for doing business. I'll figure out the details later. If Rudy Gobert is worth 2 starters, 5 first-rounders, and a pick swap. If Mikal Bridges is worth 5 first-rounders, a second-rounder, and a swap. If an aging Paul George is worth a rising SGA, 5 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps, can you imagine what a prime Luka Doncic would have fetched to the right team? Oh wait, I know. A 31-year-old Anthony Davis and a thank you note. It makes no sense. And that brings up reason number 4. The Mavericks were just in the finals last year. We've seen players sign with other teams after a finals run.
This is more than indictment on Luka. That means the team didn't believe in this fat ass no more.
We have never seen a team.
They knew he wasn't gonna never play no defense. They knew he wasn't gonna be in shape no time soon.
Just want to beg for money.
That's it. Like, I mean, yeah, he can score.
But Luka was generational talent though. That shit was crazy.
All right, but let's keep it real.
They
outside of scoring and some passing, he don't rebound. He don't play no defense.
What do you mean he does not rebound? Luka averages like 10, 11 boards a game.
No, he don't.
Yes, he
average.
do.
He do not average. He might get 10 or 11 every now and then, but he do not average no double digits in rebounds.
(2024) he averaged 8 boards.
Right, and 7 assists.
His over last year he averaged 9.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. He's a triple double threat. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he's more of a scorer and a passer. He ain't finna rebound, and he ain't getting nothing on defense. He don't do nothing on defense. He disappear on the defensive end. He's non-existent on defense.
He's not that bad on defense.
He is that bad on defense because he don't play none.
Most untouchable, non-negotiable, hang up the phone.
Show me some Luka defensive clips.
Luka is probably 3rd or 4th on that list. The only 2 players definitively ahead of him are Wemby and Jokic. Now just try to wrap your head around the deal a team would have to offer in exchange for Nikola Jokic, or what the Bucks would get in return for Giannis. Here's a hint, there isn't one, because they would never trade them away. The deal doesn't exist. Tim McMahon of ESPN reported that Dallas had 2 major concerns in regards of Luka's future with the franchise. The first one being his massive $345 million 5-year extension, which he would have been eligible for this summer, and the second concern being his health and conditioning. In other words, the man was out of shape. So, let me get this straight. The Dallas Mavericks just traded away the best player of a generation, the future of their franchise, and the man that just got them.
They just traded the best. Luka is the best shit Dallas has ever seen in their entire franchise history. He's better than Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, Dirk won the championship and went to 2, so I don't know. He went to 1, but he ain't won.
Skill-wise, Luka is more talented than Dirk Nowitzki ever was.
I don't know, because for a big man, I think nobody had a better jump shot or moves or post moves in a mid range with a 3 than Dirk. And you got to really, Dirk was 6'10" and could take you off the dribble. He could come down and pull up.
Luka's original position was a small forward.
Dirk invented the step back off foot fade away. That's Dirk patent move.
And niggas be saying Luka out of shape, like this nigga don't have plenty of posterizers and
What are you talking about?
Luka be banging on niggas. Luka be banging on. I promise you, Luka be banging on niggas.
Be athletic. On a few pounds, he's a crossover and shoot you down kind of guy.
Williamson ate his way into load management, and he has spent the last 6 seasons in and out of rehab, and the Pelicans are still sticking by him. Now, Zion didn't deserve that stray. Seems like a nice guy. I wish him the best. But you get the point. We are now over a decade into the process, and the Sixers have yet to move on from Embiid. It's one thing for a franchise player to want out, to sign with another team if they aren't happy and the opportunity presents itself. But for a franchise to pull the trigger and get rid of a megastar in his prime because of constant conditioning issues is criminal. There's really no precedent or great comparison for a trade like this. Because in the past, even when teams did trade
he's like 25. Why the fuck you got a flabby gut and titties at 20?
The star was exiting their prime and the team was trying to salvage.
Motherfucker drinking a beer like an old man after the game. Like, nigga, you were in your prime. You're an athlete.
The team wasn't finding much postseason success and wanted to go in a different direction. Or the star was bound to leave anyways, made it known, and the team had no leverage, so they were essentially forced into the trade. This deal between the Mavs and the Lakers has none of those elements involved. Luka didn't request a trade. He's 25 years old in his prime, and the Mavericks championship window just opened up. Now, as a Blazers fan, I am painfully aware of how hard it is to get your hands on a true franchise player. Painfully aware. In our team's entire 55-year existence, we've had 3. The first one got hurt, the second one was incredible, the potential third one got hurt, and the actual third one was also incredible. That's about one superstar every 20 years. What does the lackluster history of my team have to do with this trade? Well, because the Mavericks should know a thing or two about keeping their hands on a generational talent. Because in their franchise's history, they've only had 2 of them. Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. The first one spent his entire 21-year career in Dallas, facing ups and downs and winning arguably the heaviest and most challenging championship of our lifetime. And the second one, they traded away for AD in a box of scraps after just 6.5 seasons of a promising career. And as every fan of a non-major market team knows all too well, generational talents only come along once in a generation. The Mavericks aren't some hotspot for superstar talent. They don't get real chances to win it all often. Just 3 trips to the finals in 45 years. One of those trips at the hands of the guy who they just sent packing. They cannot afford to roll the dice and hope for greener pastures like some other teams can. You are not the Lakers. You get a player like Luka and you lock that man in and throw away the key. What are we doing? It could be another 20 years before a player of Luka's caliber puts on a Mavericks jersey. And the team traded him away because he was mildly out of shape. It makes me sick.
That don't matter. Like, his shape should not have mattered, dude. What is a nigga doing on the court?
Yeah, but you say that, but yet when he get 28, 29, if he ain't in shape, you think his game gonna continue to go up or go down as he get older? So why would you invest $350 million?
What had the last 3-4 years said? When that nigga was 19 when they drafted the nigga.
And he's been getting hurt the last couple of years of soft tissue injuries because he don't take care of himself and he's not conditioned properly. So as you get older, you think you're gonna have less problems or more.
That's true.
And you think I'm gonna pay you $350 million for the next 5 years and you ain't showing me now you in shape and taking care of your shit? I ain't putting that kind of investment in your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's a waste of fucking money for your ass, for me to pay you to be flashy and fat and not home defense.
Before I see another day. Which brings us to their second concern. Again, according to sources, the Mavericks were not keen on giving Luka an extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the league. But if the third best player in the world who gets better in the playoffs is a perennial MVP candidate who's hitting his prime isn't worth paying, then who the hell is? Dallas said that this was a win-now trade. An oxymoron of a statement considering who they just traded and where he just got them last season. But superstars win championships. Superstars also cost a lot of money. And if you're not willing to empty your pockets, how committed are you to actually winning?
But then you talking about injury. Anthony Davis is the most injury-prone nigga in the league.
It just seems completely counterintuitive to what they're trying to accomplish. Now, the
implications
of this trade for the Lakers are just as drastic, but for entirely different reasons. For starters, this will be the first time in LeBron's entire career, youth, high school, NBA, a lifetime of basketball, where he won't be the best player on his team, which is already a huge adjustment for him and the team as a whole, but specifically because Luka and LeBron essentially do the same exact thing. Oversized on-ball floor generals with elite scoring abilities. In fact, they not only have the same skill set, they take on the exact same roles on the court. LeBron has always initiated the offense, even if it meant relegating point guards to other positions. And this usually worked in the past because no one did what LeBron could do nearly as good as he could do it. But now there's a guy who can do what LeBron can do, only better. So that means unless Luka and the Lakers are okay with him getting neutralized, LeBron will have to truly play off ball and within the flow of the offense for the first time in about 2 decades.
Like,
two LeBrons
he gonna have to be in the
ball
corner waiting for somebody to pass him the ball,
and
he's not used to that.
Which leads me to believe
he's
the
never
Lakers
done
are
that.
actually playing a longer game with
like
this
LeBron
trade.
need the ball in his
Sources report
hand
that
every
the Mavericks
second.
are the ones that approach
LeBron is not the shooter that can just spot up and kill you and hit 20 points off 3 points. No, he's not. LeBron needs the ball in his hand. He needs to get downhill and cut and use his weight and his size to get to the basket and get fouls and easy buckets. That's how he gets his shots.
But
yeah, he can hit a couple threes every now and then, and he got a little decent mid range.
He can still do that with Luka. What, you don't think he can do that with Luka? You're saying?
And what Luka gonna be doing? It's gonna be either or. They're not gonna be able to play off each other. I don't feel like they're gonna be playing off each other because they play the same thing. They play the same style. How do they go together?
People thought Harden, KD, and Kyrie wasn't gonna work,
and it didn't.
They didn't win a championship.
They didn't do shit. Neither one of them. They didn't even play any games damn near together.
Yeah, that's true.
That shit didn't work.
15 games together.
Harden is not. Let me tell you, there's a couple people that is not winners. You're never gonna win with. Harden is one of them.
Yeah.
James Harden is one of them. He don't play no fucking defense either. And all he want to do is shoot. Fuck him. He's a loser. He's not gonna ever win a championship. Ever.
Just showed up on their doorstep 5 minutes ago.
Even every fucking team can't win shit.
Dallas quick enough, which makes me think this move was
Houston.
The first step.
And he when he was with Chris Paul, that wasn't his fault. Because he went to Game 7 with the Warriors, he was giving.
They was up. 50. They should have won that shit.
Yeah, they should have won that shit. That was his own. That was.
Then what they doing in Philly? Nothing. What he doing? What you call it? Nothing.
I don't know why he got out of Philly so quick.
And the Lakers needed a new face for their franchise.
Who was Harden? What team is Harden on?
Inexplicably,
the Clippers.
What they doing?
Miraculously,
nothing. You got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Harden, and you ain't on shit.
Nah, Paul George was on the 76ers. Kawhi Leonard's still injured.
That nigga always injured.
That's a nigga that never fucking played. They need to trade him.
He need to retire.
Yeah, damn near. He actually damn near probably should retire. That nigga, he didn't got 2 rings. Yeah, Kawhi should.
I always wondered what LeBron's final years would
be. Did he win 2 with the Spurs?
He won. I know he won 1.
No, he won 1 with the Spurs, 1 with the Raptors. So he got 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs.
He ain't did shit since he left the Raptors.
Yeah, he ain't done
he would go out, who would be around him. But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would be playing second fiddle to Luka Doncic in a Lakers jersey. All in all, it seems like the Mavericks won this trade, if you zoom way in and look at this in an 18-month window. But zoom out, and the Lakers are looking around asking themselves how they just pulled off a bank heist. With AD, the Mavericks lineup looks good, possibly a winning formula.
Klay Thompson is not it, bro.
And in 20 years, fans will look back and wonder how one of the greatest players of all time in his prime was traded away on a random Saturday night.
But he is getting older. He's 37. They need to replace his
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that trade. I feel like the Lakers won that trade, and I feel like LeBron.
I don't think they won the trade. I think it's going. We got to see how they play together because I think Dallas is going to be more immediately improved. You know what I'm saying, in the West.